if you are not offending people, then you're doing something wrong. This is deductive logic here. Listen up, okay? This is professional right here. In order to offend someone, you have to say something controversial, okay? Now, if you aren't offending people, then you aren't saying things that are controversial. Now, what's the opposite of controversial? Agreed upon. Agreed upon by who? The average person, the normal person. Now, what is the normal person? A normie. So, if you are not offending anyone, it's because you're not saying anything controversial, which means you're saying normal things, which means you're saying things normies say. So, by extension, you're probably a normie if you aren't offending anyone. What a start to this video. What an amazing start to this video. I just called most of the world normies. Now, I'm sure if you're a constant viewer of mine, you're not a normie because you watch me. Normal people are not able to comprehend what I say because it's just so amazing. But on a serious note, it's true what I just said. Now, don't go around offending people for the sake of offending people. That's not the point here. The point here is that you should hold your own views. And if you actually do that, I think 99% of the time you'll end up having views that are controversial and by extension will offend people. And that's important to realize because everyone has offensive, controversial views that by extension will offend people. They're just too scared to articulate it. And don't be able to, and the trap most people fall into is they fall into this trap, as I said, of having offense being used as a weapon against them. Because you say like, oh, well, don't kill babies in the womb. That's wrong. Everyone should have a right to life. Blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, oh, no. Oh, my human rights are being infringed upon because I can't kill a baby. You're telling me this. And then someone's like, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Sorry. And then they don't say it again. They basically got silenced by way of not wanting to offend people. This is how cancel culture works as well. Now, listen to this. Something a lot of people don't talk about is that this is actually exploiting natural human instinct, because our natural human instinct is to identify with the group. We don't want to do things that alienate the group, that would get us kicked out of the group, because we evolved in a sense to work in groups, because that was the best way to survive. So we have a natural instinct not to offend people, because if we offend people, then we risk getting kicked out of the group, which is what cancel culture is. That's why cancel culture has been such a strong weapon until some people broke it. What you need to do is work against these instincts. You need to acknowledge that you have these instincts and work against them. Ignore them. Yeah? And a lot of people aren't able to do this, because a lot of people don't even, because I'm going to make a video about this, actually the same day, recorded after this one probably. A lot of people don't think. They just don't use their brains. So they aren't able to realize that their human instincts are being exploited and are actually turning into a normie. They're being castrated. They don't realize. Like, oh, well, I just don't want to offend people. They can do whatever they want. I won't offend. No, I don't want to say something mean. I don't want to make them sad. I don't want to make them sad. So tired of seeing it. Because I see it all the time, and it's like, bro, come on. Because the truth is, it's like, all the issues in society could be solved if all the normal people... Because the thing is, the average person doesn't even agree with 99% of things society says. They're just silenced because it's offense being used as a weapon against them, right? When I say normie things are being said, it's what the normie message is. But in reality, like, the normie message is like, well, I'll go back to the killing babies thing. Abortion's good. That's the normie message. But the truth is, the average person doesn't even believe that. It's just that the minority is so loud, it just becomes the normie message. But in reality, it's not. It's the normie message is abortion's good. The normie belief is that abortion is not good, right? So when I say normie, I mean normie message, not necessarily normie belief. I believe normie beliefs, natural human beliefs, are usually actually pretty sound. But normie messaging is not. That's what I'm talking about here. You should be going against the grain of normie messaging. Because, I mean, maybe you agree on some things, but to agree on every single point of normie messaging is insane to me. Like, you have to literally be brain dead. Literally. I don't see any other way. Anyways, that's a bit off topic. You should be offending people. If not, you're doing something wrong. I would say, if you're going out, because I see this so much. I see people like, well, like Donald Trump's a great example. Like, imagine a group of people sitting down, right? And one guy's like, I know, a lot of people don't like him. I'm not racist. I'm not a misogynist, but Trump was a good president. I really do think that. I don't like everything. But he tries massaging it, and another guy's like, yeah, I agree. I kind of like Trump. Another guy's like, yeah, I kind of like Trump. Another guy's like, yeah, I kind of like. Everybody ends up actually liking Trump, but the first guy was like, oh, I hope they don't hate me for this. I hope I don't offend anyone by saying this. And that's exactly how I think society is. Like I said, normie messaging versus normie beliefs. So don't. So that's to go to say that you shouldn't be afraid to say it, because the truth is, a lot of people are actually going to agree with you, even if you say something wild. Okay. I don't want to elaborate on this point because it's probably going to get the video flagged, but there's communities of people who believe completely insane things, right? And they have livings, they live fine, blah, 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 blah. No issues. So don't castrate yourself for the sake of fitting in better. Yeah. Because even if you don't fit in with the normie message, which you shouldn't, honestly, who the hell wants to fit in with that anyways? All the women are ugly, they're all dumb, who cares? Excuse me. Okay, but even you're gonna find a community that you're gonna fit in with if you actually say what you believe. Don't castrate yourself. Don't be worried about offending people. Just say what you believe.